Welcome back to TFacts, your go-to source for the latest updates from the world of reality TV. Today, we've got an exciting lineup featuring 5 unique stories from the beloved *90-day Fiancé franchise that you won't want to miss. So, grab your snacks, sit back, and let's dive into the most intriguing happenings. First up, we're delving into the tumultuous journey of Matt, Amani, and Annie on *90-day Fiancé Season 11. As they navigate the complexities of their unconventional throuple relationship, red flags are starting to pile up. Will they overcome the hurdles in their path, or are they destined for heartbreak? Let's find out. Next, we have the heartwarming story of Annie and David Toborowsky, who are embracing their new roles as parents with the arrival of their precious daughter, Minthira. Join us as we explore their journey through IVF and their intentions to create a loving home for their growing family. In our third story, we're bringing you some alarming news about Paul Staehle, who recently experienced a medical crisis in Brazil. Amidst his estranged wife Karine's pregnancy, Paul found himself in a harrowing situation. What's next for him and their family? Let's get into the details. Coming up next, Gino Palazzolo takes a bold step by addressing Jasmine's new boyfriend, Matt, about the importance of safe sex during their open relationship. What can this unusual conversation tell us about modern relationships in reality TV? Stay tuned as we break it down. First up, we're delving into the tumultuous journey of Matt, Amani, and Annie on *90-day Fiancé Season 11. This season is breaking new ground with the introduction of its first ever throuple, but unfortunately, the future doesn't look bright for this hopeful trio. Matt and Amani J. Lassie, who have been married for 10 years and share 2 children, met Annie Aguirre while vacationing in Mexico. After a year of long-distance dating, they returned this season to explore the possibility of making Annie a permanent part of their family. However, the reality of their situation quickly sets in, revealing significant challenges ahead. One of the major hurdles for Matt and Amani is their legal relationship status. Because they're already married, they are unable to apply for a K-1 visa to bring Annie to the United States without first legally divorcing. This complicated legal situation raises serious questions about their future together as a throuple, and it's clear that they haven't begun to address this challenging process yet. As the trio attempts to navigate their relationship, friends of the couple express concern over their spontaneous decision to add a third partner. There's an unsettling sense that their poor planning and lack of communication could lead to major issues down the line. In a revealing moment, Amani admitted to being unsatisfied in her marriage to Matt, raising doubts about the sustainability of their situation. Her candidness reveals that marrying Annie may not just be about love, but possibly a way to mask deeper, unresolved issues. Complications arise further when Annie admits she hasn't been honest with her family about the nature of her relationship with Matt and Amani. This revelation leaves the couple shaken and questioning Annie's commitment, especially as they had planned to seek her family's blessing for marriage. The fact that her family isn't fully aware of the dynamic suggests a fragile foundation that could threaten their relationship's longevity. Tensions escalate during their first night in Mexico, highlighting a troubling lack of established boundaries. Matt and Amani's communication struggles come to the forefront when Annie reveals she and Matt were intimate while Amani was asleep. This incident causes Amani to feel disrespected and highlights their unresolved issues about consent and boundaries. As they navigate these complexities, it becomes clear that their future as a throuple is anything but certain. Matt himself acknowledges the immense difficulty in managing the emotions of both women, saying, "Not only do I have to read the mind of one woman, I gotta read the mind of 2. I'm set up for failure." With mounting emotional challenges, legal hurdles, and interpersonal conflicts, many viewers, including myself, are left wondering if Matt, Amani, and Annie will truly be able to make it down the aisle. Stay tuned as we follow their journey throughout this tumultuous season of *90-day Fiancé. Next, we have the heartwarming story of Annie and David Toborowsky, who are embracing their new roles as parents with the arrival of their precious daughter, Minthira. This couple has openly shared their journey to parenthood, revealing that they underwent IVF to grow their family. During this process, they faced challenges such as egg retrieval and sperm extraction due to David's previous vasectomy, making their dream of parenthood even more significant. Recently, Annie and David moved back to Thailand, surrounding themselves with loved ones as they welcomed their first child together. The couple has been very active on social media, documenting their journey and sharing updates with fans. David took to Instagram to seek advice for a push present for Annie, a tradition that he didn't encounter when his 3 older children were born. He also asked for name suggestions for their daughter, ensuring that the name would start with the letter M to honor his father. On March 10, 2025, David posted that Annie had been admitted to the hospital and would have a C-section the following morning. The excitement built as the couple prepared for the arrival of their baby girl. The next day, *90 Day Fiancé shared the joyful news that their daughter, Minthira, had been born. Fans quickly noticed her resemblance to David, putting to rest any rumors surrounding her paternity. Annie's recovery from her C-section has been going well, and the couple is enjoying every moment with their new addition. On March 15, David joyfully shared a photo of baby Minthira dressed in a pink tutu and headband, confirming that they were finally home from the hospital. Minthira weighed in at 6 pounds 9 oz and measured just over 19 inches long at birth. David expressed his joy, saying, "There is so much I want to teach her and show her in this life." Just a few days later, the couple took Minthira for her 1-week checkup, and both mother and baby were doing well. Annie continues to recover, and they are excitedly looking forward to the next steps in their parenting journey. Fans are left eagerly anticipating more updates and adorable pictures of Minthira as her parents navigate the joys and challenges of parenthood. Annie and David's willingness to share their journey with fans showcases not only their love for each other, but also their dedication to growing their family. It's clear that they are ready to embrace this new chapter in their lives, filled with love, laughter, and lots of heartfelt moments. Stay tuned to see what's next for Annie, David, and baby Minthira. In our third story, we're bringing you some alarming news about Paul Staehle, who recently experienced a medical crisis while in Brazil. Amidst the backdrop of his estranged wife Karine's pregnancy with baby number 3, Paul found himself in a perilous situation that has caused concern among fans and friends alike. On March 18, a friend of Paul, who identified themselves as a medical professional, took to Instagram to share a concerning update. They revealed that Paul had previously given them a key to his home, fearing for his safety while living alone. The friend stated that Paul sent strange, depressed messages, along with instructions to check on him and his pets if they didn't hear from him within 24 hours. Alarmed by these messages, the friend decided to visit Paul after work. What they found was troubling. Paul was reportedly found in bed, unresponsive, with his anxiety medication nearby and an empty bottle of wine. The combination of alcohol and medication left him in a seriously compromised state, with shallow breathing and a very low heartbeat. Concerned for his well-being, they immediately took him to the hospital for care. Fortunately, it was announced that Paul is alive and will be okay. However, the gravity of the situation raised numerous questions. His friend asked followers for assistance concerning Paul's medical visit, indicating they had managed to find his life insurance information, but struggled to locate any medical or travel insurance he may have. Adding to this distressing news, just a day prior, Karine hinted at her own challenging circumstances in a GoFundMe post. She shared that she was fighting to regain custody of their 2 children, Pierre and Ethan, and hinted at her latest pregnancy. In a heartbreaking narrative, she described her struggles with child support obligations, mentioning the overwhelming costs involved in trying to see her children. The fact that Paul's health crisis coincides with Karine's pregnancy raises further concerns about the future of their family dynamic. Their tumultuous relationship, chronicled throughout the *90 Day Fiancé series, has always been fraught with challenges, and this alarming incident adds yet another layer of complexity. As we continue to monitor this evolving situation, it's clear that Paul's health and the stability of their family remain in jeopardy. Fans of *90 Day Fiancé are hoping for the best for Paul and Karine as they navigate these turbulent waters. Coming up next, Gino Palazzolo takes a bold step in addressing Jasmine's new boyfriend, Matt, about the importance of safe sex before she became pregnant with baby number 3. In a teaser clip for the upcoming episode of *90 Day, The Last Resort *, Gino and Jasmine take the opportunity to discuss the dynamics of their open marriage with Matt in a rather candid manner. The conversation begins on a light note as Gino inquires about how Matt met Jasmine. After establishing that they haven't been intimate yet because she's still married to Gino, the discussion takes a more serious turn when Gino emphasizes the importance of safe sex in their arrangement. As he puts it, one of the things that Jasmine and I already talked about, like one of the guidelines and such, was, safe sex during the open relationship. Are you willing to agree to that on your end? Matt seemed agreeable to the conversation, stating, "Yeah, sure. That's fine," showing willingness to adhere to Gino's request. However, things get a little awkward when Gino further pushes the topic by asking, "You'll wear a condom if you have sex with Jasmine?" Jasmine, clearly uncomfortable with the discussion, expresses her feelings about this weird conversation. But Gino stands firm, insisting that it's vital to talk about these boundaries. This shocking conversation comes on the heels of Jasmine confirming her pregnancy with Matt, bringing new layers to their open relationship. In a joyful announcement, she expressed her happiness about expecting a baby, which adds additional stakes to Gino's cautious approach in ensuring that the groundwork for their open marriage is clearly laid out. As fans tune in, this unexpected turn in the dynamic not only highlights the challenges of modern relationships, but also raises questions about how Gino, Jasmine, and Matt will navigate this unconventional arrangement moving forward. Will they establish the necessary boundaries to make this situation work? Only time will tell, so stay tuned for more juicy developments in this unfolding saga. Finally, we wrap up with Florian Suchej, who is making headlines by starting a surprising new job in the United States. As fans of *90 Day Fiancé may know, Florian has struggled to find steady employment since moving to the U.S., leading to speculation that he has been heavily relying on his wife, Stacy Silva, who is one of TLC's most successful reality TV personalities. However, it seems that Florian is ready to take charge of his own career as he embarks on this new chapter. Recent clips have surfaced showing him training at a construction company, a significant departure from his previous modeling career. Florian has traditionally been known for his fierce photo shoots and muscular physique, but now he's diving into the world of construction, much to the delight of fans who have followed his journey. In these clips, we see Florian drilling holes in a piece of wood, learning the ropes from a mentor, and passionately engaging in hands-on work. This job not only allows him to pursue a career, but also demonstrates his desire for independence. Many supporters are expressing their excitement for Florian, as they believe this is a major step toward asserting himself outside of the shadow of his wife's success. In a recent social media post, Florian also took a moment to honor his late sister, Elmira, who passed away from cancer in November 2021. He shared a heartfelt tribute, expressing how much he misses her and reflecting on how her loss has shaped him into the person he is today. This personal touch adds depth to his narrative and reminds fans of the obstacles he has faced. As the season progresses, it remains to be seen how this new job will impact Florian and Stacy's relationship, especially as they continue to work through their issues on *90 Day, The Last Resort *. One thing is for sure, fans are cheering for Florian as he takes this bold step toward a more stable and independent future. Stay tuned as we continue to follow his professional journey and its implications for his life with Stacy.